Hi there, welcome to the Awesome Room. My name's Chris Hess. I have a lot to get through in this episode, so we're going to dispense with the music and the shenanigans and just go right to it. We have a story tonight. It's called The Lucky Doofus, and this is about what happens when you only make minimum payments on your credit card. This is the exact same scenario we had in the last episode. You went out to dinner with your friends at the Italian joint, and you charged $100 to your credit card. That's all you charged during the month. Last time you paid in full, and that was awesome because basically that's the end of that story. But this time you're only going to make the minimum payment each month. We're going to find out what it costs you. And we're going to use interest rates and rules from a credit card that I carry, which are similar to many other credit cards that you are likely to have in your life. Okay, I really don't want to dive into the math, but I have to a little because without understanding the math, you're basically defenseless. You don't have to necessarily understand every component of it, but you have to at least understand the general context of how minimum payment math works. In the case of this card, the minimum payment each month is anything past due plus over limit stuff, which does not apply in this case, plus the greater of the entire new balance if it's less than $25, $25 if the new balance is at least $25, 1% of the new balance plus any billed interest or minimum interest charge plus any late fee, or finally, 1.5% of the new balance rounded to the nearest dollar. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm not going to run through this line by line, but basically, month one, you're still in the grace period. The monthly balance, your new balance is $100, right? So we look at those four rules, and the new balance is, in fact, greater than $25, and these other calculations are smaller, so the minimum payment is going to be $25, right? Let's moving on. Month number two, your new balance is $75.88. You may be thinking, wait a minute, I charged $100, I paid $25, why isn't it $75? The 88 cents is interest, okay? And so this exact same calculation and comparison happens, and lo and behold, once again, your minimum payment is going to be $25. Now, if you're doing the math at home, and God help you if you are, you will notice that maybe this interest doesn't seem to work the way you expect it to. There's a reason for that. Credit card interest compounds daily. So despite the fact that your credit card might tell you that your rate is, for example, 15.24%, the real interest rate is 15.24 divided by 365 days of the year. And every day that you have a balance, that interest is going to accrue. So your effective interest rate is actually higher than the stated rate on the card. In my case, with a 15.24% nominal rate, my actual effective rate is more than 16% because of daily compounding. Moving on. In month three, your new balance is $51.54. We do all the math, and once again, the minimum payment is $25. Keep going. Month number four, your new balance is $26.88. Same deal. We do the math, we do the comparison. Your minimum payment is $25 again, okay? Now, we get to month five. Things change. Your new balance is less than $25, and in fact, when we do the math, it turns out that your minimum payment is going to be $1.90, which is the same as your new balance. So you are paying off the debt at that point. Your credit card is paid off. You will have a zero balance, okay? Fantastic. Well, not fantastic, but better than when you had a balance. Okay. So your bottom line is that you bought something for $100. You actually paid $101.90 for it, which means that you paid 1.9% extra. You invested 5 months of your attention, and I don't know what that's worth to you, but you had to think about that charge for 5 months after you made it. If you were getting 2% cash back on that card, which is a typical amount to get on a cashback card, you essentially gave it all back to the bank in the form of interest. Okay? Let's hope you didn't buy any stamps to mail the thing in. All right, let's look at the bank's bottom line. The bank paid the restaurant $98 because they don't pay the full amount that you charged, and they charged you $101.90 for a gross profit of $390 on a 5-month investment. That's an annualized return of more than 9%. That's a fantastic return. And the bottom line for the bank is that it's good to be the bank. Okay, so what's the big deal? You may look at this and you may say, well, Chris, 1.9%? Who cares? So what? That's nothing. Here's the thing. You are protected from yourself by the fact that the rules of your minimum payment cause the minimum payment to be a large fraction of your balance, right? So your starting balance was $100, and the minimum payment that you were going to make was $25, which is a quarter, and each month that $25 was actually a larger percentage of your outstanding balance. You ended up paying off your credit card pretty quickly, right? So despite incurring interest every month, you got out of it quickly and you didn't really incur that much interest. Your bad decisions didn't cost you so much, right? Here's the thing. What if your balance is much bigger than the minimum payment? And that's what we're going to investigate next. So tune in next time, and we'll talk about how ugly it can get when your balance is large relative to the minimum payment. Okay, well, if you made it through that, congratulations. Thanks for bearing with me. So if you have any questions about that, you can leave them in the comments. If you like this video, like it, share it. If you want to see more of these, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you very soon. Thanks. Bye.